As I reach inside and dare to be great, I dance, I yell, and I celebrate.
Hi, and welcome back to another incredible episode of Breakthroughs Before Breakfast. My name is Annalise Brownlee, and this week we're going to be discussing key components of what it takes to become the absolute best in your fields. Last week we discussed mastery and what it takes to truly become a master in any given field. But today we're going to be taking it to the next level, elite. So what exactly does it mean to be elite? Well, the elite are the absolute top of their field, the best at what they do. An old proverb says, once you reach the top, keep climbing. Oftentimes in life and in business, people get to a certain point where they think they're the best they can be. They think they've peaked, but this isn't necessarily the case. Oftentimes, there's so much more they can do to achieve more and be the very best at what they do. So right now, we're going to take a look at how we at Frontier define what it takes to be elite. There are 6 key components to becoming elite. They are mastery, genius, artistry, driven, demanding, and legacy. We're going to take a look at each of these one by one and discuss exactly what they mean. So the first one is mastery. They say that it takes 10,000 hours to attain mastery in any given skill. Having mastery is the ability to execute something in near perfect form on a consistent basis. It takes commitment, hard work, and a lot of drive in order to become a master at something. But if you really want to become the very best at what you do, there's one more thing it takes: innovation. It's taking the feedback from something that you're doing, applying it, and adapting and changing what you're doing to get even better results in the future. The next key is genius. Genius can be defined as a detailed understanding of the minute distinctions of a particular field of study. It's having the ability to look at something and see those details which others would typically not notice or think twice about, and then taking those distinctions and implementing them to become even better in your particular field. And the next key is artistry. Artistry is defined as great skill. It's having not just the understanding of the details and distinctions, but also having the ability to execute their particular skill. Ones who truly have artistry not only have the ability to execute their skill, but they also have something special to add to it. A unique twist, a creative spark, whatever it is, something that they can add to make it more unique and oftentimes improve the quality of what they're doing. Paintings, for example, started out as something so much more rough and undeveloped, but throughout the years, many artists have taken it and given it color, depth, perspective, all these different things which now make it what it is today. Having artistry in what you do can truly be the difference between becoming the best in your field or staying down with the pack. The next key is driven. Being driven towards becoming the best is key. It's the willingness to put in the hours, to work hard, to fall down and get back up. It's the passion, the fire for what you're doing, to keep going, even when everyone else may be telling you to quit. Even when you feel like you may not be getting anywhere at the moment. It's staying committed, even in the face of adversity. The next key is demanding. Being demanding of yourself, pushing yourself that little bit further. Because so many people don't really demand anything of themselves. They let external forces guide them and push them. But if there's no one there to answer to, like a coach or someone that they have to hold themselves accountable to, they let themselves slide or settle for mediocrity because they're not being accountable to themselves. You have to set goals and hold yourself to them even when you may not want to anymore. Even when there's no one there to answer to. It's about holding yourself to a higher standard and really going for it all the way. And the final key is legacy. Those who become truly elite always leave a lasting legacy in their fields. It's leaving an imprint, leaving something to be remembered, something that will live on for generations. They create, they innovate, they do something that without them or what they created, their field, or possibly even the world, would never have been the same without. So who better for this week's world leader than the man recognized as the most successful entertainer of all time? This week's world leader is the king of pop, Michael Jackson.
His contribution to music, dance, fashion, and philanthropy have made him a global figure in pop culture for over 4 decades. Michael always knew he wanted to be a singer. By the age of 6, he knew over 100 songs which he could sing in perfect key. From the age of 8, he was touring as part of the Jackson 5 and working to perfect his craft. He studied and modeled the masters of the music industry. He once said, "The greatest education in the world is watching the masters at work." When Michael went solo, he exploded onto the scene like nothing that had ever been seen before. In the early 80s, Michael became a dominant figure for the music industry. He created music videos for many of his songs. The videos for Beat It, Billie Jean, and Thriller were credited with transforming music videos into an art form and a promotional tool. These videos exploded in popularity and helped create MTV. He was constantly creating new looks, dance moves, songs, everything. His dance style and techniques were revolutionary, and his distinctive musical sound and vocal style have influenced many of the last 4 decades' most prominent artists. Even today, Michael's work is influencing a whole new generation. His contribution to the music and performance industry opened the doors for so much more to get created. He truly left a lasting legacy. In his lifetime, he won 387 awards for his music and videos, and his album Thriller is the best-selling album in history.
A quote I love by Arnold Glasso is, "Success isn't a result of spontaneous combustion. You must set yourself on fire." So what can you do to take yourself to that next level? Thanks so much for watching, and remember to tune in again next week for another episode of Breakthroughs Before Breakfast.